Many NFL teams' draft priorities will change when free agency opens.
Can you tell me any reason why Jeremiah Love, if he's there, wouldn't be the pick for the Kansas City Chiefs?
I can't imagine he goes any lower than number 9 mil.
How would the first round play out if the first round were held today? Let's dive into a brand new edition of our 2026 NFL First Round Mock Draft. Number 1, Las Vegas Raiders, Fernando Mendoza. As the lucky holders of the number 1 pick, the Raiders can draft the only 5-star quarterback prospect in this year's class. The Heisman Trophy winner and national champion would take over an offense featuring 2 other young stars in Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty. With Tom Brady there to mentor him, Mendoza would be ready to produce right away. Number 2, New York Jets, Harvell Reese. The Jets should prioritize defense after trading away their 2 backbone pieces, Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams, at the trade deadline. Reese and Will McDonald IV, who had 18.5 sacks over his last 2 years, would quickly emerge as one of the league's elite pass-rushing duos. Number 3, Arizona Cardinals, Ruben Bain Jr. Josh Sweat proved to be money well spent in free agency last year. In 2025 first-round pick Walter Nolan showed plenty of flashes in the 6 games that he was limited to. So let's add some more beef to an already stout front 7 here. Bain is a plug-and-play guy who could quickly become Arizona's best pass rusher since Chandler Jones. Number 4, Tennessee Titans, Carnell Tate. Kaiden Chigoziem Okonkwo was Tennessee's leading receiver with 560 yards. Ooh, yowza. Cam Ward will never stand a chance in Music City if the supporting cast doesn't improve soon. Fortunately, the Titans hold the number 4 pick and are in a position to get one of the top receivers in this class. Tate is a dynamic deep threat whose game-breaking speed and contested catch skills would go hand-in-hand with Cam Ward's ability to extend plays. Number 5, New York Giants, Spencer Fano. The Giants already have one of the league's premier offensive tackles in Andrew Thomas. The rest of that O-line, however, leaves a lot to be desired. Fano would shore up the other bookend spot and keep Jackson Dart in good hands for years to come. Number 6, Cleveland Browns, Francis Mauigoa. Cleveland's entire starting offensive line is set to hit free agency. Unless they fill most of those voids on the open market, Andrew Berry's first pick here will have to be a lineman. If the Miami product is on the board when it's Berry's turn to pick, then this card should be handed within seconds. For 7, Washington Commanders, Caleb Downs. The Ohio State safety has drawn comparisons to Baltimore Ravens superstar Kyle Hamilton. It's always tough to predict how much GMs will value that safety position, but this should be a no-brainer for Washington if Downs were available at number 7. Number 8, New Orleans Saints, Jordan Tyson. Tyler Shuck's strong finish to his rookie season suddenly gives New Orleans some hope of winning the weak NFC South. That said, he would sure benefit from another big-time receiver to complement Chris Olave. Arizona State's Jordan Tyson is a shifty, big-bodied receiver who can become Shuck's reliable downfield target. Number 9, Kansas City Chiefs, Jeremiah Love. Is this the year the Chiefs actually give Patrick Mahomes a superstar-level running back? Love will be a game-changer wherever he lands. But working in a Mahomes-led offense would take this Kansas City group to another level after a forgettable 2025 season. Number 10, Cincinnati Bengals, David Bailey. This would be a great value pick for the Bengals. If they somehow got Bailey here, it would make the decision to move on from Trey Hendrickson look like a stroke of genius. A Bailey-Shamar Stewart pass-rushing tandem could be enough to help this Bengals D return to above-average status. Number 11, Miami Dolphins, Sonny Styles. The release of Bradley Chubb leaves an already weak Miami defense short of one game-changing player. New head coach Jeff Hafley had the fortune of working with do-it-all playmakers as the Packers' defensive coordinator. Here, he gets his own 5-star linebacker prospect to build the Miami defense around. Number 12, Dallas Cowboys, Keldrick Falk. Dallas has plenty of options with 2 first-round picks, but it'd be a great start to the draft if Jerry Jones could get one of his much-needed stud pass rushers early. Falk is another NFL-ready edge rusher with future All-Pro written all over him. Number 13, Los Angeles Rams from Atlanta Falcons, Jermod McCoy. If there is one weakness on the Rams' otherwise elite defense, it is a capable shutdown cornerback. Just look at how badly their secondary struggled in the playoffs. Tennessee's Jermod McCoy is a quality shutdown corner who also has a nose for the football. Number 14, Baltimore Ravens, Mekhi Lemon. Zay Flowers looks better suited for a number 2 role, so the Ravens can add another explosive element to their offense here by bringing in Lemon to take on the WR1 role. Number 15, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mansour Delane. The Buccaneers secondary has been a tremendous weakness since their Super Bowl 55 triumph. We know the front office loves to go well with pass rushers in the early rounds, but they'd be wise to take one of the top corners while he's available here. For 16, New York Jets from Indianapolis Colts, Avian Terrell. The Jets will need to add a cornerback early, with Sauce Gardner now being long gone. Delane and McCoy are off the board here, and there's a considerable drop-off in the cornerback pool after those two and Terrell. So the Jets wrap up round 1 by adding their next hopeful shutdown corner in Terrell. Number 17, Detroit Lions, Olivavega Owane. The Lions' interior offensive line was a problem last year. Obviously, they were not prepared for the unexpected retirement of Pro Bowl center Frank Ragnow. Owane is another plug-and-play guy who can shore up the interior of Detroit's unit and get him back to basics. Number 18, Minnesota Vikings, Peter Woods. The Vikings already have one of the league's best front sevens under Brian Flores, but the group could get even more dangerous with a rock in the middle like Woods. Vikings signed veteran stars Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen to shore up their D-line last year, but both performed well below expectations. Here, they take the younger and more explosive Woods to resolve the issue. Number 19, Carolina Panthers, Caleb Lomu. Bryce Young finally got a non-horrible offensive line and led Carolina to its first NFC South Division title in a decade. Now just imagine what he could do if the Panthers added a future All-Pro at the tackle spot. Number 20, Dallas Cowboys from Green Bay Packers, TJ Parker. They don't have any pressing weaknesses on offense, so it should be an easy call for Jerry Jones to double down on defense here. Getting Parker here means Jerry essentially turned Micah Parsons into Parker and Quinnen Williams. Number 21, Pittsburgh Steelers, Ty Simpson. Ideally, Rodgers re-ups for one more year in Pittsburgh. Then they can draft Simpson and have him learn behind the 4-time MVP for a year before taking over the reins himself. Number 22, Los Angeles Chargers, Cassius Howell. 6'2", 248-pound Howell racked up 11.5 sacks in his final season at Texas A&M. And yeah, the Bolts will love a tandem of Howell and Tui Palatu to deal with Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix in the AFC West. Number 23, Philadelphia Eagles, Denzel Boston. Assuming the Eagles do what everyone expects and trades A.J. Brown, they'll have to find a new playmaking receiver to complement Devontae Smith in the passing game. Like Brown, Boston is a big-bodied receiver and contested catch specialist who's mostly unguardable in one-on-one situations. Number 24, Cleveland Browns from Jacksonville Jaguars, KC Concepcion. We're not exactly sure who the Browns starting QB will be in 2026, but it's going to be hard for them to falter with Todd Monken at the helm and an offensive nucleus like this. Number 25, Chicago Bears, Caleb Banks. The Bears need to upgrade their run defense and pass rush. They can do both in one by selecting the hulking 6'6", 330-pound Florida defensive lineman. Number 26, Buffalo Bills, Omar Cooper Jr. The Bills have sorely missed the production of All-Pro wideout Stephon Diggs, even if his attitude made the divorce inevitable. After the failed Amari Cooper trade in 2024, the Bills try their hand on another Cooper. Number 27, San Francisco 49ers, Caden Proctor. With Trent Williams' career winding down, the 49ers should draft and groom his successor ASAP. Proctor would be a safe insurance option if Williams misses ample time in his age 38 season. Number 28, Houston Texans, Jeremy Bernard. The Texans' lack of receiving depth was exposed with Tank Dell missing all of 2025. Unfortunately, there is no guarantee that Dell will return to his star-like form after that horrific knee injury. Houston can cover all bases here by dipping into the deep pool of receivers. Number 29, Los Angeles Rams, Kenyon Sadiq. The Rams certainly aren't starving for playmakers, but man, it'd be very difficult to pass up on the Oregon tight end if he were on the board here. Devontae Adams isn't getting any younger either, so the Rams can lock in their number 2 pass catcher to complement Puka Nacua for years to come. Number 30, Denver Broncos, Chris Bell. It's surprising that the Broncos still haven't filled the number 2 receiver void with Sean Payton at the helm. Maybe this is the year the Broncos finally get someone to complement Courtland Sutton. His 6'2", 220-pound frame would make Bell a matchup nightmare with defenses focusing primarily on Sutton. Number 31, New England Patriots, Emmanuel Pregnon. The Patriots still need to be reminded about how badly their interior O-line got ripped apart during the postseason. Fortunately for the Pats, the board plays out in their favor, with the Oregon product and number 2 guard in the class falling into their laps. Number 32, Seattle Seahawks, CJ Allen. Seattle will lose some key defensive players from their Super Bowl championship team in free agency, but fear not, because adequate replacements will be available at the draft. The Seahawks could use another jack-of-all-trades player like Georgia linebacker C.J. Allen to offset some of the departures. Mike Macdonald has a strong track record of maximizing the talents of his linebackers. Allen will be ready to start immediately for that dark side defense. But hey, what changes would you make to our latest edition of the 2026 NFL first-round mock draft? Let us know in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, then clicking the like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.